What class is everyone playing for Campaign 4 of Critical Role? Well, the official character art just dropped yesterday. Let's take a look at it. It is beautiful. Let me look at my notes. The art is by Loren at Soel on Twitter with consultation by Hannah at Agarthan Guide on Twitter. I'll never say X. I have put some thought into what class they could be based on not only the character art, but the emojis they previously released like a week ago. So kind of linking them up together. And then also at the end of this, going to kind of predict what small tables they're going to play in, whether that's Scholar, Soldier, or Seeker. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. Let's start with Travis. Travis is playing Teor Pridsire, this Leonid looking guy. I guess Leonid isn't the official thing. I think it's, I forget the cat race, but we're in a rush to do this. Here are the emojis that kind of pretty much lines up very well. So I'm predicting light cleric. I doubt Travis would play a paladin again after campaign 2, playing it so long. No weapons here, but maybe the hint of a shield on his back. So I'm going to predict light cleric there. Next up, Talesin. This is the most Talesin character I've ever seen. Bolaire Lathalia. I believe Talesin had said on his socials they use he, him pronouns. I will probably just refer to the preferred pronouns of the player playing them. So apologies if I misgender any of the characters here, but linked up these masks and the scroll and kind of the key. It's all very cryptid though. Like I don't know where the scroll and the key kind of factor into this. We've got some magic brewing on the sword, and there was some prediction that was almost glass-like. So based on some of the behind the scenes, we kind of saw that Bolaire on this whiteboard was near. It said Warlock, so it could be a Warlock class. This could be completely homebrewed to knowing Talesin. Perhaps some sort of, I know they had released a Soul Knife kind of, I think that was a rogue subclass that they were playtesting. So I'm going to put I'm going to put my thoughts on saying this is Warlock. I really have no idea what pack they're going for. I'm predicting homebrew. Next up, Ashley. I'm actually predicting another Warlock here. This is Vaelus. Lots of chains on them. They have this, I forget what that's called, that kind of urn that smokes. There's a proper name for it in religious ceremonies. I'm predicting Path of the Chain here. This could be their main weapon. But so much chains. Notice they're an elf, but they've lost one of their ears there in the top. Very cool vibe. We love Ashley characters, so can't wait to see what they bring to the table. This is my second favorite character, I think. Laura Bailey playing Thimble. Look at this button that they're holding, 2 sewing needles, using them as weapons. The emojis linking up fairy, sewing needle, and then a wilted rose. So originally, I had thought arcane trickster rogue fits very well with kind of Laura's vibe. That could be a lot of fun. A little bit of magic, a little bit of dealing, especially for a small character. That's the true size of the button. This character is teeny tiny. But the Wilted Rose then started to make me think, maybe there's a connection to nature here. So maybe this is Oath of the Ancients Paladin. You could still have some magic. I've always loved the idea of a tiny character playing a Paladin, like playing a tank. So that could be a lot of fun. So either Arcane Trickster or Oath of the Ancients is my prediction. Marisha Ray, let's take a look at Magn'nesson, a bearded dwarf woman, very well endowed dwarf woman. They have when we're pairing up the emojis, they've got the crystal ball and the wild card kind of Joker card. So is this a spirit bard? I think it's bard for sure. It could also be a divination wizard, I guess, with the crystal ball. Could be an elegance bard. They've almost got like a mariachi feel to their cape, to their clothing. Wasn't there like a performer and dance bard? Maybe that was just some homebrew I saw online, but that could be it as well. I'm predicting bard. Maybe my backup prediction is divination wizard. All right, moving on. Liam O'Brien is playing Halandil Fang. I think this is a bard for sure. A lore bard. A lot of people online were saying this is a College of Tragedy bard. I don't even know if that's official in any of the Unearthed Arcana, but I know Liam had joked about playing some sort of Shakespearean tragedy bard. So that could really fit with these emojis and the basic vibe of this guy. The big thing here is Fang is the last name of this main character who's being hung, being executed in Brennan's reveal for Campaign 4. Let me get their name here. I wrote it down somewhere. Liam Thaisha Fang, marked for execution. So Liam's character shares the same last name as that character. And I actually think, based on some of the behind-the-scenes sleuthing people did online, Liam's character has a sibling that's going to come up a little later in these player characters. So we'll tease that out, but move on to Sam Riegel's character, Wicander Halovar. He called himself Wick online in his socials. Call me Wick. We've got the book, the sparkles, the candle. I'm predicting, what did I say in my notes here? Divine Soul, like some sort of sorcerer, maybe Divine Soul, maybe Spellfire sorcerer. Could be a wizard if you just got the book straight up. Something magic, Celestial Warlock perhaps. But I would put my money on maybe Divine Soul sorcerer. Now, we're starting to find connections with these characters. So the next character up, Whitney, and this is my favorite character. Look at this character. So fun. So playful, so innocent looking, yet their name is Tyranny. But note the connection between their characters based on their kind of aesthetics, this color. So I think they're going to be paired up at the same table. This is Tyranny. They've got a heart, devil, kind of tiefling emoji, and then champagne bottle popping. So is this insinuating that they're playing Drunken Monk? What is it, a Way of the Drunken Monk? Or are they playing Mercy Monk? And maybe they just like to party? Maybe they've got a little bit too much of the juice that they're going for? I don't know. A lot of people online I saw were speculating Drunken Path, Way of the Drunken Path. That could be a lot of fun. And I just love the vibe of Tyranny. Major jester vibes here. But can't wait to see what Whitney brings to the table with Tyranny. Another awesome build. Look at this. Alexander Ward's playing Occtis Tachonis. I think this is an artificer based on the alchemist kind of flasks here, but I don't think it's alchemist. I think it's reanimator artificer, which was another unearthed arcana lately. I don't know if they actually officially released that. I love these little like undead foxes. They've actually got button eyes. I wish I could zoom in for you. 2 of them. Note the connection of this color here as well to these flasks, because I think that pairs up nicely. There's a good connection to Robbie's character here, Kattigan Vale, because look at his animal companion. It's the same color as what Occtis is kind of brewing here. So perhaps there's a connection where Occtis helped with this magic prosthetic for Kattigan Vale's animal companion. And so I think Robbie's playing a Beastmaster Ranger or some sort of like Blood Hunter Witcher matchup vibe here. The bow and arrow makes me think Ranger though, and I mean the animal companion makes me think Beastmaster, but love the vibe. Very rad looking, super, super cool. Okay, we're getting close to the end here of the characters. Here is Aabria's character, Thaisha Lloy. Now, despite them having different last names, again, the sleuthing, and this is a little spoiler here, sleuthing on the whiteboard, just skip ahead like 20 seconds, I'll say it quick. They could be the sibling to Liam's character. We saw kind of a back in the background sleuthing there that said brother, and then there was a line drawn. Okay, spoiler done. Is this a druid? We've got the leaf here, we've got the heart, we've got the kind of like deer antlers. I was thinking perhaps this is a witch homebrew, which I know they've done in Worlds Beyond Number, which is Brennan, Aabria, Erica, and Lou's actual play. And so, yeah, maybe they're thinking druid, maybe land druid, maybe a homebrew druid, or maybe a completely separate class, and they're doing the witch vibe, which could be really fun. We know Aabria is going to crush it. And then Matthew Mercer, so delighted to have you as a PC. Sir Julien Davinos. Who is this guy? I actually struggled with these last 2 pairing up the emojis, so I think these emojis pair up to Sir Julien, but I could be wrong. We've got a dagger, a jewel, don't really see much jewel, and fire, which makes me think magic. So is this an Eldritch Knight fighter? Is this a blade singer? God, I would love it to be a blade singer. I think that would be really fun. Or knowing Matt, this could be a completely homebrewed thing. We don't really see his hand beneath this gauntlet, so perhaps there's some lore behind it. But I love the look of this character. I can't wait to see what Matt brings as a PC. Okay, and lastly, Lewis's character, Azun Nayar. Again, I think these emojis paired up with him, but they could have paired up with Matt. We've got a comet, swords, and a compass. Who knows? Is this a Watcher Paladin? Is this a Tempest Cleric? Is this a Storm Herald Barbarian? Is this a Forge Cleric? Could be any of these things. I'm really, really not sure. Note the birthmark or scarring on their face too. Lots of like intricate details that I would encourage you. I'll link it below. Obviously, the thread, you can check out the individual characters. And I think they released higher res art on Imager. I'll find that link and put it in the description below. But love the look of all of these characters. They look so great. Now let's break down what tables we think everyone is sitting at. Let's start with Seeker. Let me get the reading that Brennan said. Seekers always heed the call. So who do we think is sitting at the Seeker table? I think it's Talesin. I think it's Lewis. I think it's Matt. I think it's Liam. I think it's Aabria. A hint here, and I could be way off, they all kind of have this reddish vibe to them. So is it not only their connection drawn by, internal motivation of being a Seeker, but they're also part of some order? Are we going to find out there's factions that they're connected to? And so that's kind of brought them together as these tables. I'll be really interested to see if we start with every character knowing each other and being connected and already like media res, which I know Brennan has liked to do, but we've also seen Brennan in other Dimension 20 campaigns start individually solo on characters. So that's the Seeker table. Let's go to Schemers. I think the table I'm most excited for because I'm a schemer at heart. Sam, Whitney, Marisha, Laura. Again, is our hint this turquoise aesthetic that they all kind of seem to have to them? Is this showing that they're a team, faction, gang, religious order, whatever you want to call it? Okay, lastly, soldiers. Travis, Alex, Ashley, Robbie. Again, there's a little hint of purple flowing through all of them. We already kind of saw this potential connection between Robbie and Alex's character. And we know Ashley and Travis love to play together. They have such great chemistry. So I'll be curious to see what they do. That would mean that Travis and Laura are at separate tables and just completely out of game. I wonder if they would do that. I wonder if that'd be easier just for their lives, that one person could be there, one person could be at home working their job, doing all of the things that they do. I know they're so busy. Or would it be more advantageous for them to both go in and do it together when they do these recordings? I'm not sure. I think now that it's not live, there's so much more potential to record, in the middle of the day. So that's kind of a less pressing thing. But yeah, splitting them up. So then it could just be a 4. So what did we have there? 4, 4, and then a bigger table of 5. I think the first couple of episodes, they've hinted that everyone's going to be together. 13 player characters sitting across from Brennan. What a delight. What a terrifying moment. But very, very excited. Campaign 4 is weeks away from starting. I've loved all of these character reveals. This video could be dated tomorrow as they release the classes, but was so excited and really wanted to share it with all of you. If you like this video, please subscribe. We've got our own actual play campaign running on the channel. It's called Visual. It's kind of a grim, dark feel to it. Kind of feels a little similar to the vibe they're going for Campaign 4. I would encourage you to check that out. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.